So, where do I start with this messy trio? It was the lack of discernment for me, it was the low EQ, it was the confusion. Just honestly, send everybody home. Send everybody home. Can somebody explain to me why Nicole thought it was a good idea to fight for either of these guys? Like the way she was fighting to be picked in those pods by either Benaiah or Sam was just beyond me. It was beyond me. I did not understand. I'm like, hey, this is a woman who has been divorced before. She's pushing 30. I guess that she has some level of discernment, but no. That was not what it was giving. It was giving eagerness. It was giving lack of discernment. It was giving pick me energy. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. And I like Nicole. I don't think she's a bad person, but she was very much acting like a pick me in those pods. And it was for men that to me weren't that great of a catch, to be very honest. Between Sam and Benaiah, I guess we could argue that Benaiah is a bit better than Sam, but then again, we don't really know. To be honest with you guys, I think that Sam was very much giving disingenuous. He was giving shallow and he was giving all kinds of fake. It was very much giving I am here to choose someone or to be picked. Actually, now that I think about it, Sam and Nicole, I am so not surprised that they actually ended up choosing each other because Nicole was desperate in the pods. She was really desperate to be picked and to be proposed to, and Sam was very desperate to be chosen as well. So it's like, no wonder. And then Benaiah to me was very much giving indecisive, commitment phobe. I just want to, see where it goes. I just want to go with the flow. It was very much giving. I don't really know where my head is at. I just want to like take my time and see where this. And it's like Benaiah, this is a show, and you guys are in the pods for like what 21 days or just I guess 2-3 weeks. That's a very short time. So I'm not saying he should have known that okay, Nicole is who I want to be with, but when I learned that Benaiah couldn't eat and talk after the breakup with Nicole, like in the pods, I was like, well, wait, what's going on? So does that mean that Benaiah wasn't able to process his feelings accurately when he was in the pods? Like, what was going on? I was so confused because it's like how he was acting in the pods leading up to like the separation with Nicole. I honestly did not think that Benaiah was going to leave that show and be feeling so down and depressed over it, which is terrible for him, honestly. But when I found out, I was like, well, that's very interesting because when he was in the pods, we did not see his emotions show in that way. And he did not really communicate that. So I don't even think Nicole thought that this guy was depressed at home over the separation, to be very honest. And I think it's because Benaiah has a hard time when it comes to like the realm of emotions. I see that he has a very hard time being completely transparent with himself, with others. There's just some issues there surrounding like intimacy on a deep emotional level. And it's very interesting because Benaiah seems to be very sensitive, but I'm not sure he has a good grasp over his emotions. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, it's giving a bit dysregulated because why is something that happened in the past like I really did not understand the outcome of it all, and just him being depressed, his mom saying he couldn't talk, he couldn't eat. It's like, but damn, like nobody had any idea that that would have caused all of that because Benaiah didn't even let any of these emotions show when he was with Nicole in the pods, and he was even a bit like indecisive. I personally was like, I don't think Nicole should be pursuing Benaiah because he seemed to be very much of a commitment phobe who didn't really know what he wanted to do. So I was just like, I'm not even sure he's a great catch. He might be a better catch when, based on optics when it comes to him being compared to Sam. But I don't know about both of them, honestly. And the fact that Nicole was willing and ready to fight to like have one of those men, I'm just like, Nicole, like is something going on? So after the whole Benaiah fiasco, for Nicole to think that Sam was going to be the ideal man for her, it was astounding. I did not understand what Nicole saw in Sam, and I think she did not even know what she saw in him as well. I think, like I said, Nicole just wanted to be picked. And the fact that Sam said to Nicole many times some very problematic statements or some statements that were just very telling, but she missed it all. She didn't clock any of that. She was just like smiling through it all. Sam must have told this girl, I think I love you 2 or 3 times, and she did not clock it. What is going on? Upon their meeting, he definitely told her, oh, like, we're gonna be okay. Just trust me, we're gonna be okay. And it's like, what is going on? Like, are we on a battlefield? Is this a competition where we win a prize at the end? Like, why is this giving, this is not my fiance, this is not somebody I want to be married to? That is not what it was giving at all. And the fact that Nicole didn't clock that is so terrifying, because what made her realize in hindsight that she should probably drop Sam and go back to Benaiah was the fact that Sam put the engagement ring, on the wrong finger. Like, if that's what it took, then we have a problem, Nicole. Oh my God. And another point that I found very interesting is that the guys have nothing in common. And I think that just goes to show that Nicole basically just maybe wanted to be picked. And she was just like, oh my God, like whatever guy loves me and is willing to just be with me, that's who I'm going to go for. And that's super dangerous. And I just understand better why Benaiah was so triggered, because he was like, well, if you think that Sam is such a nice guy, then what am I? Like, where does that leave me? Because I truly believe that Benaiah saw Sam as the opposite of him. I think Benaiah thinks he has integrity and that he's more authentic than Sam. And I think he was really offended when Nicole would basically be saying that, oh my God, like, yes, me and Sam had a real connection, or that, like, I really, like, appreciate him, that I think he's a good guy, blah, blah, blah. I think Benaiah was very much triggered, because it's like, with everything that transpired, everything that I've told you, that everybody else have told you, and what Sam has shown you, you want to sit here and still tell me that you think he's a nice guy and that what you guys had was real, even though I told you he was disingenuous. So I think this was very interesting, and I understand how Benaiah felt. I'm not gonna lie, I think most of the viewers felt a little bit like annoyed with Nicole, because it's like, how are you not seeing what everybody else is seeing? And I remember even Jasmine clocking in the pods that Sam was the type to just say what people want to hear, but that basically he lacked authenticity. And the fact that Nicole didn't see that was a bit concerning, honestly. And I also believe that Sam didn't find Nicole that attractive at first, because he did say something in the confessionals along the lines of, oh, like, I don't care what anybody says, she's attractive to me. That's kind of a backhanded compliment, and that kind of tells us that, subconsciously he doesn't find her that attractive, or that maybe she's not his type, or that maybe he believes that Nicole is not considered conventionally attractive, hence him saying that, oh, I don't care what anybody says, because it's like, nobody said anything. And if you thought that, you just told on yourself, basically. Anyways, overall, I definitely want to root for Nicole and Benaiah, but I am just not sure, because both of these individuals separately, I do not trust that they can sustain a stable, healthy relationship, because I see that both Benaiah and Nicole have some things to work on, individually speaking, and honestly, I really want to root for them, but I don't know, like, the patterns are showing, so we can only hope that they work through everything together and heal whatever needs to be healed together, and that they actually end up becoming a stable, healthy couple. So this is my analysis of the trio, because that's what it was, a trio, and I really hope all of them the best, and I really wish more discernment for all three of them, especially Nicole. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this analysis.